Hello, this is OldCrowBalthazor, and welcome to Balthazor Strategic Arcana. So it's the beginning of my multiplayer series with Duedman with the Total Realism project mod for Strategic Command, World War II, War in Europe. I am allies. Duedman is the Axis. There's going to be a link to Duedman's YouTube channel in the description, and there'll be a link to the Matrix forum and a Total Realism project made by Dave Martinez, also known as Lothos. Let's go. I have to make let's do this. Little reveal. Me and Duedman played about 8 turns, and one of the community members, Ashfall, brought it to our attention that there was a bug, and thanks to Taxman too for verifying it. And then I had to go test it, and me and Duedman had to re-scramble, and we decided to restart it. There was a bug that was detrimental to the Germans. And there's a couple other little fixes too, so we tested it and we're all good. So let's go and see what Duedman did to Poland. So yeah, we scrapped a little bit, but I'm sure we're going to be doing basically the same thing. I was lucky though. I hunted down one of his subs. I dropped one. Previously, the Germans start with 4 subs, so I played Strategic Command World War I with Central Powers a lot. I know how the subs, what you gotta do with the subs. Okay, let's go. Poor old Poland. This fighter's gonna get waxed. And I'm gonna hide him too, so he doesn't get experience on him. I got lucky there. It's got loads. I'm gonna try to keep them out of Warsaw for another couple turns. It's possible. Anyone not familiar with this mod, it's simultaneous turns, so it's double the turns. So there's essentially 30 turns in a year. It's going to be a long one. He's got an armored core up there, so he can bypass it. Yeah, you got Danzig. A lot of these Polish units are probably going to get isolated. Yeah. There, look at. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That was in a trash position, too. Fortification. Nice moves, Duedman. Now, I got 3D sprites on, but I'm used to NATO, so I might switch over. I was just checking it out, so hope you guys don't mind. Interesting. Now I know Duedman's going to be using the 3D sprites, and there was a fix that was done for that with the mechanized cores. They were showing like the recon unit or something. Anyway, that's all fixed. We tested it. Password. Yeah. British industry start. Okay, let's go through all this bit. Report on Allied war aims. For the second time this century, we are at war of Germany. While France concentrates on reinforcing our armies and Poland fights for survival, we must prepare for the long struggle ahead. It will not be an easy task, and our immediate aims must be to assist our French allies while also protecting our sea lanes and our position in the Middle East, no doubt. So let's do our duty for king and country. Roll up our sleeves and get the job done. All right. Report on Italian preparations for war. Intelligence reports that Mussolini will start mobilizing should our positions in the Mediterranean appear to be poorly defended. Recommendation: maintain units Gibraltar, Malta, Cairo, Tunis, and Damascus. Saudi Arabian oil. We could put the power of our diplomacy to good use by improving relations with authorities in Saudi Arabia. By doing so, we could negotiate a license to extract petroleum within the kingdom, and as a result, increase our income and ability to wage war. Invest in diplomacy to move Saudi Arabia towards the allies, and the higher they lean towards the allies, the more resources they'll give us. Yeah, we'll do that later. Oh, Secretary of State for War, Leslie Horbalisha. Now that we are at war, it is expected of us that we shall will send a British expeditionary force to France, just as we did in the last war. Arrange a place for the BF to be transported across the channel, deployed around Rouen on the 1st of October. Once there, these forces will provide boosts to French morale, which is rather fragile, no doubt. If we do not send the BF to France, then French national morale will fall by 1,000 points, and the U.S. will move 5 to 8% away from the Allies. Would you like to deploy the BF in France? Yes. Yes. Red Army Headquarters, Uncle Joe. Now that the German invasion of Poland is underway, it is important that we do not show weakness and let the Germans gain the whole country. It is therefore important that we will fulfill our side of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact by marching into Poland, even though it will cause some slight alarm to our relationship with the UK and France are at 20%. We'll see how slight. Would you like to order the Red Army to prepare to advance into Poland? Yes. Well, there's more. Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, your job is going to be short, buddy. Given the possibility that the war with Germany may expand to the Mediterranean, we should consider upgrading our garrison on Malta. An airborne attack against Malta may be the most effective assault. We should consider deploying anti-aircraft batteries on the island. Yes. Doing so will cost 15 MPP for 3 turns. Should we send additional aircraft batteries in Malta? Yes, sirree. There we go. Yeah, we got a pip of experience in there. It's 11 strength. Right on. All right. I'll comment. Well, let's go ahead. Let's see what we can do at Poland. He did a Duedman. All right. I'm going to hide you, boys. Oh, alas. I'm going to go NATO. I've been playing them for like, 4 to 5 decades. If that's too glaring, I'm sorry. This is how I read them. Okay. Poland. Interesting thing about Poland. Poland is a minor now of the UK. It's not a major in this mod, which is pretty brilliant. So if I want to reinforce these, I got to use British money. And let's look at British money, 125 MPP. So I don't think we're going to give the Poles any help. Let me look at the research here, because I'm going to get an anti-aircraft defense immediately. And then fighter, so I did before. And advanced tanks. We already got advanced tanks 1, advanced fighters 1, anti-aircraft, but it's going to be essential. It's far easier to pull a sea line in War in Europe than World at War, I guarantee you. And there's double the turns here, so there's that. So let's see. Just going to... I don't think I'm going to hazard that. I'm going to fly you out. You too. Since these are minors, I cannot disband them. Let's get down here to the loving embrace of the Reds. Okay, so he got behind me. Yeah, I can't reach. Criminies. I could railroad it in. That will cost me money that I really need. The British really need. Yeah, you're isolated. Oh, I bet you got something there. Cut that. Again, Pomerania. Yeah, we are intact here, but I can't see. I bet you got something, Galco. could upgrade these two, but where they're standing, no. He's going to be right on me here. I only got a trenchman of 1. Yeah, these security units can only go 1, so how are we going to work this thing? God, he's going to be behind me. Nice moves. He might be able to pull it off in 2. Let's get here. Right here. Blammo. Damn it, you might be able to do it there, Duedman. I could block. You got some in Brazil, I'm sure. It's probably the cavalry's spotting. It's only 1, it's not 2. Well, that's different. Excuse me. Oh, damned. This place sucks. Very well. Let's get in there. All right, that's the Poles. Let's do the British. I'm going to do this immediately. So I've got, let's see, let's go look at a research again real quick. We got naval weaponry 1. Got a lot of ships I could upgrade, but I'm not going to do that. So he's got 4 subs. There's 1 out here. And the other 3 down here. The thing is, they took the Scheer, Lothos, the Admiral Scheer, the German battlecruiser, is not in this mod. It's not out there. So we don't have that aggravation. I gotta go check out something here. I'm gonna put these on bombers right away. Here's the CBLs. And we're going to go on raids, but I need, where's my destroyers at? There's a sub. Okay. I guess we'll do it this way. He could hide something up here. So we will too. So we can use that route. I'm going to use a cruiser. Kind of going in there blind, boys. Send the destroyer up. Let's play 12. Okay. All right. Strat bomber. Okay, France isn't at war yet. Let's go bring the strat bomber over here. Now we got a house rule. You can only use the strat bomber once on a resource, but it can attack twice if it's on a ground unit. Now, if it's ground unit's on a resource, well, strat bomber's resource, I just can't do it. Yeah, we decided that Germans got a strat bomber right off the beginning. They could get 2 and an Italian one. They could play havoc. So we decided to do this because you cannot do in this mod upgrades for AA on resources, but the AA units can defend 2 hexes out around them. It's a pretty big arc, so we're gonna have to consider that. Where's my carrier at? My carrier is down here. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's get on over here. The other rule we got, well, let's do this. I don't need these boys up here right now. Let's see. Ah, caught a sub. Oh! Right off the bat. Oh, yes. And I already moved my assets. Okay, good one. That's wild. First blows. That blows. All right. Well, God, those things are messed up. We do have a rule, can't block this. Italian Navy cannot go out until they're at war. He can send transports if he wishes, like the Ethiopia around long ways. He usually doesn't use transports for spotting. There's a house rule. They'll be posted. But he could try to slip U-boats in here. Well, for the moment, yeah, we can't get in French ports. Let's go hover off French ports. Just in case he decides to do some kind of wild wazoo with his fleet. It's kind of doubt, but we want to have overwhelming odds. And yeah, we got a deficit of destroyers right now. These aren't going to do any good against the subs either. I'm going to do a picket. Let's do that. Yeah. Go hug the coast. Battleship though, let's bring it. There. Probably shouldn't have hug coast. Oh, white, huh? Yeah. We're going to have to get you over. I got colonial ships too, or let's get you in for a moment. Cruiser. All right, let's go check stuff here. So, anyone not familiar, we got Ethiopia. We got a town in East Africa. But we're going to liberate it and call it Ethiopia again. Now, historically, Italians did take British Somaliland. This is an interesting thing about we're going to deal with the French here in a second. Now, this is an interesting thing with the French. These French units here and here, if he decides to create Vichy after he defeats France, then it'll happen. Well, they'll disappear. These ones won't. The French units down here, they'll revert. They won't become Vichy. They'll be Free French. Now I don't want to bring. I'm going to try to bring the Algerian Corps in, Tunis Corps. Keep this covered with this. I think there's just a garrison here, right? But anyway, I'm going to augment. I'm going to get 2 corps up in here and cover this with security units. The British, though. The British are really in a dangerous position, so I'm going to, if I have spare money, I'm going to bring up a bunch of these security units, like a Nigerian, Gold Coast. I think there's, oh yeah, Sierra Leone. Anyway, at least 3 or 4. And get them up to England to guard my ports. Now, he has a German sub out here somewhere. This had to come from, he had naval cruises. Okay. So I bet you he's going to try to raid because he has before. So we'll just let's get here. We might even upgrade you there. Naval weapons would be a little easier to dink his subs. In our board match, I got a sub up here, 2 of them. He's trying a little tighter pattern, aren't you? Okay, let's do France. I gotta do Soviet and look at. We're gonna look at the United States. It was France. All right, there is absolutely no way I'm gonna be able to get any of this before he defeats me. None of it. So we're going to sell the chits. There's no house rule about that. I'm going to buy stuff. Let's go look at French production. All right. What I want is one of these. These things are. How much do I got? 374. Yeah. Here's the attack values and here's our defense values. What I'm going to do, I'm going to buy this. And then as we build up money, I'm going to get an anti-tank unit. There's only one available, and anti-air. I won't be able to upgrade them to one. We don't have that, but we have armor 1. Let's look at this again. France. Yeah, they already got advanced tanks. Advanced fighters. I have a fighter. How much money I got left? 104. I'll probably save it. So I'm going to ground you. France is they'll declare war at the end of this turn. Naval weaponry 1. Logistics 1. Infantry warfare they got. So let's go look back again. Now I have a armored division. $250. I think that's going to be way out there if I get that. I think, but these tank destroyers are bad to the bone. The British for 225 can get one too, but I'm going to have to tech up first. I think. So France, we got 104, so we're going to save our money. I believe. I got a max entrenchment of 3 here. I'm going to move you. So what do I do with the tank destroyer? I don't know where I'm going to place it with the other, but it's going to go in conjunction. This is the plan anyway. It's going to go in conjunction with an anti-aircraft unit and the tank destroyer, anti-aircraft unit, and an anti-tank gun. Let's take you guys all off. I should have did the artillery. That's fine. Let's take you off. No. We're not in danger yet, but let's get these guys going. And I can't put these guys at the Mazov line. No. Yeah, we can do that right now. Divisions. I don't want them here. I'm going to need them down here. Okay. I need to cover all these spots. Let's let me look at this. Okay, that's an 8. Okay, here. This is a weak link. These can have a maximum entrenchment of 6. They can also fire too. Well, they won't yet, but they can. They're pillboxes. Anyway, maximum of 6, but Met's a maximum of 3. So he may want to punch his way through. Now what I got to do is get my folks places where they're. Let's look at the properties here. He'll go through these. But if I can get entrenched good, he might bomb me before the weather gets bad. Well, I still got 104. I could do some of the core transfers now. Well, let's get the mountain core here. That's a perfect place. Let's get you up to mountain. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in stuff. I got a sub here. Let's go ahead. That's right. Let's get you on out. Can't block these. I think we'll stay there for a minute. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do there. Can't do the gamey stuff of going up in the Adriatic and suiciding against the Italian Navy unless we make a landing in a place like and take Brindisi or one of these. He has to hold all of these, the Axis does. Otherwise, if I get ships in here, it is some severe damage. Adriatic's defense line. Allied ships will be attacked, and they will. I tested it, and it's brutal. So, it is an Italian pond, the Adriatic, and it makes sense. It's a good fix, or it's a good design. So, motorize. Well, let's get to motorize it. We're going to be able to cover Lyon. Basically, in the rear, I'm going to want these funky divisions. I'm going to move you off. I'm going to get you here in the woods so far. I don't know with you. I think I'm going to take you to Chalons right now. And yeah, I just moved you. That's fine. Let's ground you for the moment. I don't want to contest the Luftwaffe just yet. Let's move you here. Now we could go a little closer. He's got a fighter over here. He might want to try to strafe me. Let's see. Yeah, we can do it here in the woods. Keep me in the woods. This core. I'm only going to get three British corps, so I'm going to have to keep a couple Frenchies there. Let's do that right now. Okay. 104, and I can save the money, or I can at least get a corps up now. Tunis. How much does this cost to put it on a transport? 20. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move you off. Now he might bring his Italians attack Tunis. Oh, let's cover this. Could do the same here. What's the cost to operate you? 20. Wow. How much for a security division? 20. I could get you out now. I'm going to do it now. Get it done with. I'm going to need these. So goes my North Africans. Yeah, I can't get through yet. So we'll hang out here. Okay. Battle cruiser. Keep you here. Alright, let's go French here. God, these are cannon fodder. Let's get you in. Start the ports. So I got 2 ports here. Alright, France. 24. I am going to spend it. Let's do this right now. No, let's don't. Okay. If he does manage breakthrough here, he could do it. He could do it in the fall or winter. It might be difficult for him. But if I have a unit here, but it's got to be, it's going to be fully reinforced. Okay, let's go look at the Soviets. I will come back over here and then we'll do the Americans. Soviets. Let's see what the research is. I know it's kind of a long term. It'll get a little shorter once we get rolling here. Yeah, this is nice. They already got this. We're going to want this. Infantry warfare. What we're going to really need is anti-air defense. So let's see. Now, what I plan to do, you can't double chit. I'm not going to sell any of these chits. I'm going to need all this. I could sell spy and intelligence. Do I want to? That's 75. All right. So that's 200 MPP. But I can't double check. But I would definitely want to get advanced fighters. Probably first before anti-air. And to do anti-air. Let's go see who else is doing spy and intelligence. Are the Americans? They are. Alright. I'm going to sell this. Make sure it's the Soviets. I had to do it. Double take. I got 200 MPP. Okay. Now, normally, like in WiE, maybe even vanilla WiE, a lot of people don't do advanced fighters first. I'm going to need anti-aircraft. That is a definite. But what I'm thinking is, if he just can just do whatever he wants with the Luftwaffe over here, and I can't counter him at all with fighters, because fighters are going to be really important to spot around here. We'll take a look. I'll show why I'm going to do this. So I'm going to get advanced fighters right now. The next on the schedule will be anti-air, and then like we can't double chit, so this will make its way. So we got into that, and this is open, so we're good. Now let's go look with the Soviets. I'm curious how many of those. Well, these are special forces. These elite infantry. One armored train, huh? Yeah, this is going to be nice. I get 2 engineer units. They're already in the queue. All right. Anyway, my thinking with the fighters. I have one here. Yeah, you can stay. The fighters, and I have a strap bomber. Thinking with the fighters, I'm going to need the fighters. I got to contest them. They got a spotting range. On land of 5. So it's going to be essential that they can survive, and I'm going to have to use them in conjunction of air, and I want to be able to contest them. Even if I get behind the Luftwaffe or the Germans. Okay. So what we're going to do. I'm pulling you back. Let's see how far. Yeah. I'm going to send them up north. Strap bomber. Strat bomber. Range is 17. We're going to send you up north. And what I'm going to do with these and the fighter, I'm going to get them based in here in Karelia or the Kola Peninsula right here, where I can interfere, because this right here is very dangerous. Finland gets in the war, they could very easily have the Germans come in and help them with Operation Sofox. Yeah, but put enough resources in to take Kandalaska and break this rail line. So what I'm going to want to do is interdict it, or at least see it coming. That's going to require a fighter, maybe even based Kandalaska, and I'm probably going to do a short fort line here, even though it's going to be essential that I get something going here, at least here, or here. Rysov in this area. And of course in front of Moscow, in front of Voronezh. I'm not going to go forward way high. Something maybe here, and right here or here. This is a curious thing. This is a pillbox. Now, should not be allowed. I played this game against Unfortunate Son when in a lot earlier version, and Lothos didn't know until just recently. Me and Taxman. Taxman was wondering why you can put. Well, he didn't know there was a glitch, and there was a pillbox over in Halifax. It's supposed to be a Canadian division, and he wanted to move it. He says, "I can't put my units there," and I said, "Well, you can send them by sea." I found out. What I did was I thought it was working as intended, so I put this thing at sea because I didn't want it in Sevastopol and put it in Odessa. They're tough. Let's go look at the properties. Should be the same as the French. Since it's kind of an introduction turn. Defense value, soft 6, hard 6. And they can shoot. So actually that's pretty tough. Alright, so anyway, I'm house rule myself. I'm not going to move it to Odessa. So let's go move some units since we did our tech. I still got, I still got 25. Yeah, we can run you ragged. There's Daugavpils and Dvinsk. I think we're just good here. So I found out if you bring Soviet ships right in here, close to the Finnish coast, it alarms the Finns. Let's just get you off. I don't want any more that bit. There's not much I can do right now about it. I need Estonia. And also one other thing too, Hanko. Before they give you the whole town, now it's just a port apparently. And that makes sense because it was just a little peninsula. So if we win the Winter War, so we can use this port, but we can't just like drop a corps in here, or not. Let's say a mechanized corps. Go nuts behind them. There's no way. We want to stay on Volkov. So this is going to have a range up to here, but hopefully if we win the Winter War, boundary will be right up here. They'll give us some room. These garrison is played on the border cities, yeah. I think that's it for the Soviets. Oh, I do have stuff in the interior. Yeah, let's go ahead. Uncle Joe says so. Let's move on, boys. Ship-wise, let's bring you to Kerch. Let's bring you to Batum. Yeah. This is also Vigi. I don't know if I'm going to waste money. I'm going to get to port. These things going to go 1 hex, so I'll be railing y'all if I need you. Yeah, if we go after them, we're going to probably have to do it historical. It's going to be a long crawl. Use South Africans. I might assist, and then here we'll see. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's going to send any Italians down. Let's get. This will be free French, but let's get it by a port. And we'll go look at the Americans. I think we got her. Oh. This is a P, so they could get rebel. It's just a partisan P. So I might want to use this too. But I got to keep these two here. Yeah, we're good. We'll look at Americans. I'll just keep you here. All right, let's look at the Americans. Then we got her. I got right something. Wish them luck. Americans. Got 35 MPP. Is there anything we want to sell? No. We need all this. Transport capability. That's cool. We're going to need everything. Yeah. Got advanced fighters going, but we're behind the Germans. Yeah. All right, so we're good. So the Soviets dropped down to 17 from 20. That's not good. I've seen it at 18 before. 13. All right. Password Berlin again. Wishful thinking unless you like being in chains. Ha ha ha. All right, let's do this. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? No, we're golden. Let's go. Yeah, we invaded Pomerania. How do you like that, Berlin? Those are Slavic lands. Those were old, ancient Polish lands once. The Teutons came, pushed us. Loads Corps suffer attrition. Corps very well done. Very well done. Yeah. Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, despite Greece's economic ties and ideological affinity with Germany, it is critical that we pressure the Greek government to sever economic ties with our enemy, as Greek political choices have tended ultimately, despite occasional waverings, towards Britain. Coupled with the growing provocation of the Italian-German axis, the current situation in Europe should eliminate the dilemma, and choosing a path Greece must follow. To this effect, we believe we can pressure Greece to sign a trade agreement restricting its exports to Germany. While this trade agreement will not favor Britain, we can consider denying Greek exports to Germany a victory. Should we proceed in pressuring Greece to end economic ties with Germany? It will cost us 15 MVP for 10. Oy, I don't know. I was so... decision. Greece will move 20-30% closer to the Allies. Yes. Let's do it. Snub you, Berlin. Norway demands Allies respect their territorial waters. Sorry, Norway. Yeah. Portugal protests German invasion of Poland. Thank you, Portugal. France declares war on Germany. Now it's really gone. Oh, there's the pole. Oh, I wanted to port. I forgot about it. It could have spawned this port. That's fine. Lest he comes raving out after me. He's gonna want my destroyers. I'm kind of short on them right now. Let's see. We got 149. Britain does 160 for the French. Well, that's it. So again, hey, thanks Lothos, by the way, for doing the fast fix so we could get back into this. And also Crispy too, because a lot of this was built on Crispy's fantastic Fallweez 2 mod, which I just adore. And we'll have to feature it someday. All right, Duedman, it's your turn. We'll see you on virtual battlefields. I am gone.